Okay. Okay. Hey, what's up? I'm not sure what I am doing currently in terms of the stream. I just kind of figured I'd turn it on just for a little bit, just because I've done some dumb stuff. Not as much dumb stuff as usual, so don't get too excited. Hold on, let me adjust my volumes. This is usually about here. This is too high. There we go. Just a second. I'm watching my volume to make sure that it doesn't get too... There we go. All right, maybe that'll work. Cool. Okay. So, what I've been doing is I've been going through and I have been, I guess I'll turn this down a little bit. I've gone through, and for certain categories, it hasn't been too many yet because I have a limited download thing that I can use, like limited bandwidth per day I can use on this website. But I've gone through and I've started getting videos to play, like video previews to play. So usually it would look like this, which this is cool. I like this. I still love this because I can pull up, the pictures of the boxes and stuff and check all of that out. But for a couple of the categories, like I think Super Nintendo is one of them. If I go in here, I believe this is the one. Yeah, you can see in the background there's like a video that plays, and different interfaces show different videos. So what this means for me is if I'm sitting here and I'm going through and I'm trying to decide what to play and I don't really know what, say, ASP looks like, I can pull this up and just see this little video in the background and be like, oh, there we go, now I know, instead of having to look it up or load the game first. It's an extra step of laziness, it's more work, but at the same time, like, there's certain games that are in here that I would never check otherwise. And different themes look a little bit different too, which is a feature in the new version of this. Let's see, I'm gonna go back to the default one. I think if I go in here, I think default, which is unfortunate because it doesn't have a preview. Yeah, I want to get PS1 and PSP games, but I can't decide because right now I'm trying to update things that don't have as many games, and I'm kind of worried that like the PSP at least will have like a ton. I went in and I got Game Gear. I was gonna get Virtual Boy too. Let's see how this shows up. Yeah, it's just a little full video in the background. It's not going to have every single game either because the people update these things all the time. But I just think that this looks super cool. Fortunately, there's a box in the background, so I can't really see what this looks like. Does the SNES Classic play e-boots? Kinda curious about that. Maybe I'll get the links to. But yeah, that's all I've been doing is I've just been going through and like getting these. I'm actually downloading Dreamcast videos now. I think I might have got Atari. Because I think I did this and I think I went through and I deleted. No, maybe I didn't do this. Maybe this one was like a dream where I was like, maybe I should get these. I guess I didn't. I know one of these I went through and I looked at all the videos and I was like, I should delete this clones of the games. Fake Nick. I remember Fake Nick. Well, as you can see, I know you're trying to shrink the PS1 games, so if you go through and you look at your Nintendo 64 games, you can actually compress them and make them 0.3 bytes. Of course, they're not going to play, but you know, when you're trying to play them on your TurboGrafx. Oh man. Wow. 1080 doesn't have a video. Anyway, I just think that this looks super cool. It's just another level of just like, why? But at the same time, like, yeah, no, it's really cool out in the back there. I have to figure out which like layouts look best too. I think I liked this one. I think what was bothering me about it is I think this one down here is newer, but I don't think I like the layout or something. There's something wrong with this one. Let's see. Oh, and the cool thing with this is, like, the official version of Launchbox now is that when you have like Big Box with Launchbox Premium, you can do the theme updating from inside of the emulator itself, so you don't have to worry about like going to the website and then downloading it and putting it in the right folder and then opening it up and making sure that it's installed right. You can just see the previews and download updates and stuff from in here. You can uninstall them too. Yeah, okay, so this is No Mercy for the Nintendo 64, and there's a picture of R-Truth in the background. Alright, yeah, I don't know, I'm not even sure what to play. I've just been sitting here, like, amazed with all of this stuff. I know. I don't have any arcade videos. I've been thinking about getting these. I'm gonna have to look and see if I can figure out, like, what Neo Geo games there are. Like, if they have videos for these games on the website and it's not just thrown in the arcade section. As I would like to know if this has a video or not. I don't even know what emulator this loads with. Let's set that up in a second. These are in weird categories. I can make more specific categories, and there are more specific categories, but I just use the ones that are built in because otherwise I have to go and look for like custom fonts and stuff. There we go. Just one moment. Just one moment. There we go. You can do whatever you want to. You can organize these however you want to. It's just how much work do you want to do? Like all these that are in here right now, these are the categories that are already set up by the by Launchbox, which saves me a ton of work because if I just want to know where my Super Nintendo games are, for example, it's already set up. I don't know what's up at the bottom of this screen. Oh, whatever. Looks like this plays Metal Slug, so... Metal Slug is a game that when I play it now, I end up just trying to see like what the highest score is that you can get, and unfortunately, or not the highest score, actually, that was right. The thing with getting a high score in this game is that if you die, you lose the POWs. It's not if you get a game over, it's that if you die once, the POWs are gone. So what ends up happening is like if I don't survive through a level, I end up just restarting it. As soon as I finish this level or die, I'll show you the categories that are in here. There's actually some pre-made categories that people have done too. But those categories are kind of a mess. I missed that guy, but whatever. I still have all the other ones. That's what you have to do with this thing? I don't remember how to get the fish. Oh, right, this is the game with the The weird tank thing is the first boss, because that was one of the enemies that I was having the hardest time trying to, like, figure out how to, like, beat without dying. That's a lot of damage. I think that's it. Damn it. Alright. Yeah, having the revelation with this game that, like, once you die, the POWs are gone, so if you're going for a high score, it basically means that, like, if you want to get the highest possible score, you can't die, I don't think. Unless maybe if you die, like, here at the start of a level, but I don't know what you would do that for. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and try to close this and not shut everything else down. Okay. I was trying to press start, like, this is another type of game. Okay. So that's shut. So if I go in here... No, okay, so the category folder that you're talking about, what you can do is, I'll show you. Right here, I have it set up by platform categories, but I also have playlists, which are ones that I made for myself. So I have, I put all my Bomberman games. I did a search for every single Bomberman game that I have for every single platform and threw them all in here. So if I want to go back to just having the game sorted by, like, Super Nintendo, I can do that. I don't know if I can do it in a way where it's like you go to Nintendo 64 and it's like, oh, Nintendo 64 / Bomberman. Not sure. But I thought this was pretty cool. My Castlevania collection. I want to have some custom art for this stuff. I could see if that's in here somewhere. I don't know if it goes that specific. Like, there's genres, but check out how much of a nightmare this is. And it's because I think it pulls the stuff from, like, Wikipedia and the Launchbox database. So, like, you get 2D action, but these are the pre-made ones. I'd have to go through and delete the ones that are in here and make my own. But because there's so many, like, arcade racing and arcade style racing, I don't know. These are, like, there's only 2 games in here. Because the other games are probably in, like, racing, kart racing, whatever. But this is the built-in one, so that's why it's like this. Queued them up. This is Launchbox. All the games are being played through RetroArch, but this is Launchbox. Your developers, even the developers, like, what is this? What are we doing here? What are you, why? I was thinking, like, oh man, I'll just go through and I'll look for, say, Capcom. Just look for Capcom, just give me 10 minutes to scroll through this list and actually go through here. So we got Capcom, CPS 1, 2, and 3. And you got all this other stuff, and I think this right here and this are the same. And you got Capcom Co. and I'm sure for some people this is actually probably how they would want their games sorted. But I need to go through one day and just condense all the Capcom games into Capcom. Because I'm not the kind of person that's going to be like, oh, I want to play Street Fighter 2, that's CPS 1. I want to play Super Street Fighter 2, I got to go to the CPS 2 folder. I just kind of want to see all the Capcom games. This is on PSP. This is how I would want it organized. This is actually, I could launch this through RetroArch, but I think I used the PSP emulator instead. There's that, there's publishers. The series thing is, I think it's kind of useless because it doesn't pull up enough stuff. This is X-Men, but... And I have... Okay. I'm not sure if there's a way to do that or not. There might be a way to do it how you want it done. This pulls up the Ultima games that I have, which it only shows one. And then this is something else. I don't know why those are like that, but that's why I just use the plain the platform categories, because then it's split up. If I view platforms, this for me is too much. I like having all the stuff separate because all the stuff that I have on here. I like having, if I want to look for my handheld games, they're in the handheld category. I think what you could do is you could probably make a platform category and say have like Nintendo 64 and then make a subcategory in that and then make a subcategory in that. But I haven't really done that. The only one I did that with was movies, which I only used one thing for this, so. And then maybe this, pinball. This is a category that I had to make, so I have pinball. And then I have two categories in here, and this is pinball arcade and then pinball, like regular visual pinball. And then when I go in here, I have games that are separated in here. And I think theoretically I could have gone in here and made it more specific, but I didn't. You do it in the desktop version, which is kind of a pain. I don't know if I can actually show that properly or not. We'll see. Wait, I need the game capture on. We'll go display capture. Yeah, it's not going to show the desktop because of issues. Hang on. I'm waiting for this other window to pop back up. I have a problem right now where if I load Launchbox or RetroArch in full screen and I'm streaming, if I do a display capture, it messes up the display capture, so I have to like restart the stream sometimes. But let's see, maybe this will show up okay. Launchbox. I doubt it. It's not going to show up. Oh, this thing is no bueno. Okay, well anyway, I just wanted to show that because I thought that was pretty cool. All right, I will be back.